This is Daryl Terry, and this is the week 9 section of the SQL project. And this is the main projects app class, which this section of the project displays and lists a menu of items. It interacts with and gets input from a user and shows how to add a project to the database. It also shows how to handle errors and unexpected input so that the program doesn't crash. So this is the entry point. This is where you initiate the service layer and set up an operations list to show menu items. In this section, you will process the user selections. This calls a method to get the user input, and this switch statement allows exiting the menu and creating the project, and showing how to handle invalid inputs. The create project method here, this is the statements that are presented to the user when they create a project. And then this is the method that exits. And this is the method that actually handles getting the user input. Printing, this method prints the displays on the screen the menu of options, and this is the service layer class, which adds the project but then calls the class in the data layer, which directly interacts with the database. And this is that class here, which sets up the columns, which will be used to create the project. And so then that information is entered in by the user, and then it is directly, this layer directly interacts with the database to put that information into the database. All right, so let's run this. We'll display how it operates. So to begin with, we want to show an invalid selection and how the program handles it. It does not crash, offers you another opportunity. Now we'll show entering a menu option that does not exist. Still a valid input, but the menu option doesn't exist. So it tells you that it's not a valid selection. And now we will actually create a project. A door, estimated hours 4, actual hours 3, difficulty 3, unless you've never hung a door before, and there's the 5. Use the door hangers from I shop at Lowe's. And successfully obtained a connection. Well, and I have an error. Project.project doesn't exist. Oops. Try Ace Hardware today. Everything else has worked, so let's see what we get. We're still not creating the table. Okay, well, I know that I have all of my code entered exactly like it was entered in the homework assignment. I typed the code myself. Some things are in a different order, but I verified that everything is there, and it's still not working. I don't know why it's not creating the project, except that when I compare the recipe project there's an entire class that is not coded that creates the tables. I'm not sure why that is not in this project, or why that was not part of the instructions. But I've everything that I have done so far has been exactly according to the instructions, and it's not creating the tables. So I'm not sure why, except for that that class doesn't exist and we haven't coded that yet. So I will end this video here, and we will try to figure this out later.